Now, lately, Lil Nas X has gotten everybody talking about him in preparation for his upcoming debut album. Last week, the rapper would post a picture of himself with a fake baby bump announcing the release for his first album, Montero. Not only did some have a problem with how Lil Nas X decided to promote the project, but some had issues with the way he was carrying himself throughout the industry. Donnell Rawlings has spoken out against the picture, while comedians Gina and LeVar Walker have been supportive. Now, I know this is a trending topic. This is super big in our community. Pierre, you know I'm coming to you first. What were your thoughts when you first saw the picture?
It's art. I get it. It's going to disturb some people. I mean, I knew the man wasn't pregnant. I knew he was trying to do a shock situation. I mean, it's art. People try to do what they do for art. You know, some people cut people's head off, some people eating blood, blood from a bat and all that. It's art. Now, with having to explain it to your children, I mean, you have to explain everything. We have to now get more into conversation. This is not 1970s or 60s where you only had 3 or 4 things. Say no to drugs, don't have sex, whatever, don't hurt nobody. We're onto another level now with these times. You're going to have to explain more and more and more and more. I don't like to take an artist. I don't like to constrain an artist. I saw what he's doing. He's trying to get some. We talking about him, ain't he? We talking about it. So he got what it. You know what I'm saying? He got what he wanted. And if his albums do well, who's to blame? Us for talking about him or him for doing it? I mean, at the end of the day, he's an artist. He's doing what he's gonna do.
Now, Capone, I want to come to you next. What were your initial thoughts when you saw this picture?
I wish you would have came to me first, because I feel like I'm copying what Pierre had to say.
No, don't do that.
It's genius. It's genius. His advertisement for record sales. And anybody who has publicity, whether it's bad publicity, good publicity, it's publicity. They're going to sell. The record's going to sell. You agree, you don't agree. Some people are just buying to hear what he got to say because they disagree with what he's doing. Personally, with the gay agenda, for him to have sex with Satan on a video, you don't think it could go no further, but everybody's talking about it. And so, you know what? As a young gay dude trying to make a way for himself and not really give a damn what anybody has to say, I have to give him credit for just the creativity of doing something edgy. And that's what it takes sometimes to be successful in this business, becoming edgy.
Absolutely, Capone, and you're right. I didn't think it could, he could go any further, but he did. And like you say, people are talking about him. Vanessa, I want to come to you next. What was your initial thoughts?
This has been done before. That's my initial thoughts. It's been done before. So when I saw it, I was like, next. You know what I mean? Because, and I hear what the gentlemen are saying about the marketing and the shock value, and I think he's doing just that. But as far as it being genius or a man being pregnant, I think his name was Thomas Beatty or something. He was the first transgender dude that was on a magazine. He was on Oprah and she was rubbing the belly bump and all of that. If you think back to, what was it, Junior, that movie by Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was pregnant or something. And then even on the Cosby Show, they did a thing where all the gentlemen were pregnant and, whatever, which it was, funny then. But my point is that to me, this isn't anything new. You know what I mean? He is trying to, get people talking, which we're doing. But for me, I was just like, this isn't original or anything like that. So.
But new to you, it's not, you're right, it's not new to you, but you got to understand, under 30 or under 20, his group, it's new to them. So you can't not do something because it was done 30 years ago. It all is a recycle. You know what I'm saying? It's all a recycle. So to his group, it is new. They don't know Thomas Beatty or they don't know the Cosby Show doing the episode. So they say like, damn, this my man. You know what I'm saying? It's new to the younger generation. So yes, we're gonna redo stuff over and over again. You know what I'm saying? That's why he probably did it. So you're right. Yeah. It might not be original with it, but it's new to the people that's his fan base right now.
Absolutely. Now, Donnell Rawlings is on the opposite end of how y'all feel because he states, and I quote, "I'm with freedom or whatever, but at this point, Lil Nas X is effing with the minds of kids. What are your thoughts? How do I explain this to my son?" Capone, I want to start with you. What are your thoughts about Donnell Rawlings' opinion on this?
I agree with Donnell, but I it's like a catch-22. I disagree for the fact that just to me, and I'm a straight heterosexual man, not that it bothers me anymore. They kind of push it down your throat to accept gay. So what is the difference? If you can accept 2 men or 2 women doing what they do, then ain't nothing else is surprising. After you got that, and they putting it everywhere in advertisement, and it's something that's just the norm now. The kids has been seeing it for a long time. You just, as a parent, like Pierre said again, you're going to have to explain everything to your kids as they grow up and go along. Bottom line.
Everybody's fucking with the minds of kids or effing with the minds of kids or whatever. From the used to have to stop showing cigarette commercials and stuff like that and putting it in a cartoon and things like that, because everybody likes to manipulate the youth because they know that they'll be the people that are the consumers, you know, eventually or what have you. So yes, he's messing with the minds of kids. So are the other rappers, which were points that were made about how they have, you know, talked about, I think that's what LeVar was talking about on his post, where he was talking about the drug use and the womanizing and the over-sexualization and so forth. And as Pierre has stated before, yes, you have to explain all these things to your kids. And one of them is, yes, we liked, you know, Old Country Road or whatever, but if he's doing too much with his creativity or his art, as you say, we'd be like, you know what, maybe you need to wait, you know, to watch this. This isn't for you. You know what I mean? There's plenty of things that you have to explain. So I just think, as far as Donnell is concerned, just change the channel and tell, you know what I mean? And tell him why you did so, because it's overly sexual,
Right.
period, not the fact that it's gay.
I empathize with Donnell. You know, if you're raising a child, you know, it's already hard to raise a child, just a child alone. I don't care if you're in the woods, it's hard to raise a child. Now, if you keep heaping on stuff that they don't really feel secure, that's the problem. When the parent's not secure of what they can talk about with their kid, they don't know how to approach it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a kid, don't walk across the street because the car might hit you, because you know how to say that. But to explain to a kid about, this is a man that's pregnant, that's not really pregnant, he's an artist and stuff, I understand and empathize for parents who have to go through that. But we live in a world, it's not about you as a parent, it's about this world. And if this world keep moving forward and you want your child to succeed in this world, you're going to have to stop, you know, slow down and explain stuff to your children. These are your children. You're responsible for these children, and not society's not responsible. You are. And with that being said, then you have to teach your kid, this is really fake. It's not real. He's an artist. Right. He's doing this. And those are the moments. And guess what? You're spending time with your child. That's great. What's wrong with that? Instead of them being in the other room on their laptop and you not talking, you downstairs watching the damn reality show and your kid upstairs doing something else. No, this is the time now. You get to speak to your child. You get to connect to your child more. It might be a subject you don't like, but you know what? You get together and the kids will respect you as they grow older. My mom and my daddy spent time with me and teaching me. And there it is. That's a win-win.
Absolutely. And Pierre, honestly, you couldn't have said it better. My mom is that type of mom that wanted me to hear it out of her mouth. So it wasn't that she was trying to hide things from me, but show me those things and have that conversation with me so that I have an understanding. Because like when you go out into the real world, those things are going to be there. Like it's, as you get older, you can't hide things and, you know, as if they're not going to be there. So I think you all make a great point. I appreciate, as always, you guys chiming in. And of course, let us know what you think down in the comments below. For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
You ain't got to put in a comment, but who is this?
I thought that was your auntie. I didn't know who that was. That's your new girlfriend.
No, that's Capone girlfriend. That's Capone new girlfriend.
Don't, Cletus, come on. I bet you be limping back with one show.
Do you know the comedy culture? Play Comedy Hype, the game. Out now.